and away we go. Okay.
Okay, so this is our final Get Started Right training call. So this is part 4 of 4. So if you missed any of the other 3, we've gone through what your goals are as a new coach. We've gone through how to do a working power hour, so what it should look like when you've got that work session every day. And then last week we did social media best tips and practices to kind of get your social media off the ground, because you've got to dive in head first, fumble forward, and just start to figure it out as you go, or you never get better. I promise it gets easier. If you saw the post that I put in our thread last night, I was the most awkward turtle 5 years ago. I really haven't changed that much, quite honestly. I'm still an awkward turtle on social media, but that's also who I am in real life, so it works. I'm still excited. I still love this business, and that's what I lead with. If you're excited and genuine, it's going to work. People are going to naturally gravitate towards anything that's real, and that's what we want you to set you up with. This final call is going to give you a lot of tactical tips, so make sure you have a notebook, something to write down so that you don't forget to go back and do some of these things that we're going to give you. All right, let's get started.
All right, so goal setting for the next 3 to 6 months. So one cool thing that Beachbody offers is becoming a success starter. And a success starter means you help at least 3 new people for 3 months in your first 6 months as a coach. Okay, so if you haven't done that quite yet this month, it's not too late. What's today? The 21st, 22nd, I believe. You still have time to go help people this month, but when you do it for the first or 3 months out of your first 6 months, you become a success starter. And what does that mean? That means that not only are you increasing your income, and again, we're a business here and our goal is to be profitable. It also means that you earn a free ticket to our Coach Annual Summit, which next year will be in St. Louis, July 15th through the 18th. So you get a free ticket to that. And third, something new that they're doing this year that is incredible is you also get to be in an exclusive new workout test group. So they just announced a bunch of new workout programs that are coming. We have the new running one with Idalis. We have Control Freak with Autumn Calabrese. When you become a success starter, you get to be in a group working with that trainer and the other success starters. You get to see and try out that whole workout program before any of us get to do it. It's amazing. Jessica and I had the ability to be in a test group, I think in July of 2017. It's a great experience. I highly encourage you. If that's not on your goal board, I strongly encourage you to do that. But more so, I just want to talk a little bit about financially what this does for you, because again, our goal as your business mentors is to help you be successful. Success looks different for each of us, but I'm assuming if you got into this, one of your goals was to earn income. So let me show you what that looks like. If you decide right here, right now, to make Success Club non-negotiable, I'm telling you right now, it will grow your business. Jessica and I have been in this business for over 5.5 years, and we have made it. We will hit it no matter what. Some months are easier. Some months it's like, I'm scrambling, but we have always hit it, and we always will, because we know that it will grow our business over time. So I'm just going to take you through this graphic on the right. I can also post it in our message thread when we're done, but basically, if you want to see the financials behind it, because I'm somebody who likes to look at the numbers, here's what this looks like for you. So if you sign up somebody as a discount coach, or what we call our VIP members, you get a $50 Coach Fast Start bonus, okay? So you help 3 people, boom, you've locked in Success Club. If you add 5 coaches in 5 weeks, that equals $250. And what's really cool Beachbody does is they give you an extra double Fast Start bonus of $100. So if you help 5 people in a month, sign up as with our discount coach, or if they want to be a business building coach, doesn't really matter, VIP customer, you're going to immediately earn $350. If you continue to do that, you can see how that adds up over time. If you do it over the course of 3 months, that's the quickest way to earn $1,000, okay? Again, I'm somebody who likes to see the numbers. I will give this to you in our message pod so that you can actually see it. But that's our goal for you is 1, earn back your investment. 2, get you to earn that $1,000 as quickly as possible, right? And 3, we want to help you rank advance. So if you're adding coaches to your team like this, it helps you get to a diamond rank level. And what that means is that puts you in the top 1% of the company. It is a stepping off point, I believe, in the process of really growing an actual business. Okay. So again, Emerald U+2 opens your business to earning team cycle bonus. Diamond is that next step to, okay, now the foot is on the gas pedal and we are growing. And that's where you get to maximize the team cycle bonus. Okay. So that is such a great one for you to get to. Most coaches can do it within their first 3 months. We want to put it out there. We can help you figure out, strategize of what that looks like, but that should be on your goal board of what we have. When you hit your first $1,000 in the business, let us know, because we want to shout you out and celebrate you and get excited, because that's huge, right? For most businesses, normal, regular business models, people say it takes about, on average, 3 years to be profitable. That's not the case with this business. You can be profitable from your first month in the business, and that's our goal for you as coaches. So again, I'll put that in the message thread so that you can see it. Sometimes it's just nice to see it, visualize it, and see what that's possible for you. All right.
So now looking ahead and kind of just putting some markers in your brain cells so you kind of know what's coming. We need to adjust some of these dates because these are from last month, so don't look at them. But we'll always have a new upcoming challenge group. So right now, ignore these dates. They're incorrect. We did not change them before the call. July 27th, which is this upcoming Monday, we're doing our MBF launch test group. So hopefully you've been inviting to that over these last couple of weeks. You've got a couple people in. If they're not doing the program specifically MBF launch, that is okay. But we're really going to treat this like a test group. So we're going to be really up in everybody's faces. We're going to be going really hard with nutrition. We're going to be asking for weekly progress pictures, updating. So this is for really anybody you have who really wants that extra honed in accountability. They can be doing the MBF workout. That's what I'm going to be doing. I have a lot of people that are going to be doing the MBF program as well. But if they're doing something else, that's great too. We're not going to be MBF only cool group. This group is actually going to be run in Facebook. We will be getting you the materials today, a welcome email that you can send to those people. Maybe they've just signed up. Maybe they signed up last week and they're getting rolling into this group. Maybe you've had them for a little bit of time and they're ready to get started. You'll get that information from us today. We're going to run it in Facebook because BOD Groups still has a couple of glitches and it doesn't allow live video, and we really want to be able to go in and do live video during these 3 weeks because we're going to really dive into emotional eating. We're going to dive into how to meal plan. We're going to dive into all things food, and we're going to be in there a lot. So live video will just be an easier way for us to interact with our clients. So for this group, we're going to be doing it in Facebook. Starts on Monday. You're going to get materials from us, which we'll post in the thread or we'll email to you directly so that you have it and can get your people plugged in starting tomorrow morning. Number 2, Success Club trip. So this company, I think this was probably the best kept surprise for Raquel and I. We had no idea this was a thing when we started coaching, but a couple of months after we started coaching, because we started at the beginning of a year, we saw these people all going on vacation for Beachbody, and we were like, what are they doing? What is happening? And they had earned a trip through Beachbody by hitting Success Club Plus every single month. Now, the way that the trip has happened has changed over the years, and the way they do it now is incredible. You have to actually be working a business. You have to actually be hitting Success Club Plus in your business, which means you're actively helping people. This is not a trip that you can just go and pay for and go on. You have to earn this trip, and there's something that feels really special about earning something for your hard work. So there's a wait list. We'll pop this in the chat box here, and we can also pop it into the message thread, but there's a wait list for next year's trip. So next year's trip is in Riviera Maya. Hoping COVID doesn't last that long, but let's just say it's not going to, because this is my favorite Success Club trip of all time. This is such an incredible experience. If you want to go on this trip, your goal needs to be Success Club 10 or more in your account every single month. Because as a new coach, you will get pulled off the wait list first, and you will get offered this trip if you are a new coach and you're working your little tail off. So get on the wait list, earn Success Club, and meet us in Mexico. Now, every January, the trip for the next year will get announced. And so January of 2021, you'll be able to sign up and get your spot for that trip as well. So every spring, there's a Success Club trip that you can earn. The wait list is for this year's trip, which will be happening in the spring of 2021.
All right. So what we want to talk about, because trust and believe we have been there and we understand, is time management in this business. So hopefully we've shown you through our action hours and through plugging in through the power hour schedule that we have on our team, that if you can commit to 1 hour a day, you can build a solid foundation in this business. This business is simple. I still believe I could teach my daughter, who's about to be 9, what to do in this business, right? Obviously, I'm not going to, because you have to be 18 to be a coach, but the activities of what we do are very simple. The hardest part of this business is being consistent and actually doing it. Can you commit to working your business an hour a day? That is what really makes or breaks people's success in this business, because it's so easy to do, but on the flip side, it's easy not to do. And just like with our fitness, we can't expect to show up and do 2 workouts a week and get the results we're looking for. It's the same thing, aligns so well with our business. If you want to get the business goals and results that you're looking for, you have to plug in daily. I'm going to give you a little bit of tough love wrapped up in a smile. We are all busy. I know sometimes it's like, no, but really, I am busy. And I get it. I understand. I know. But I will tell you with love, busy just isn't an excuse ever. I believe words have so much power. So I like to personally delete the word busy from my vocabulary, because that is overwhelming to me, right? Instead of saying busy, I like to say my life is so full of such incredible things that I have to be really intentional with how I prioritize my time. A lot better than I'm so busy, I'm overwhelmed, I don't know how to fit it in, right? That's so disempowering versus I have control of what's going on in my life. How blessed am I that I have so many great things happening? But let me take the control back and figure out how I'm going to fit this business in. The best thing I can tell you is set working hours. The great thing about this business is that you don't have to go and show up like a normal job, right? If you had another part-time job, let's say you were working at the mall in the evenings and you knew that you had to be there from 5 p.m. to 9 when they close, you would have to show up. We don't have to do this for this business, and that can sometimes be hard, right? So you need to plug in on Sunday nights, usually before team call or after team call. I look at my week and I determine, when am I actually going to sit down and work the business? We have given you the scheduled team VIP of those power hours. Hopefully a few of those times work with your schedule where you can sit down and plug in and do the daily business activities that will move your business forward. But figure it out. Look at when you actually, if you work 9 to 5, when are you working? What family commitments do you have? And then plug in, even if it's 30 minutes here and 30 minutes here, or you have that chunk of an hour, plug in when you're working. I will tell you too, make sure that you honor your priorities. I'm here to help you grow a successful business, but in a way that feels good and honors your highest priorities. For me, my family will always be my highest priorities. I have big astronomical goals for what I want to achieve in this business and how this is going to be a vessel for all the other things I want to do in my life. But I have to be very clear on the boundaries that I set to make sure that it's, not completely taking over my life, because it can, and that I'm really making sure that I'm honoring time with my spouse, with my family, with my faith, what I need to be doing. So the best way to do that to prevent burnout is to set boundaries. So I would, again, scheduling those work time and turn off all social media notifications, because I will tell you from experience, when I have a bunch of notifications going off on my phone, I would like to say I have better discipline, but I don't. If I see it happening, I feel like I need to respond, right? But that's not helpful. If it's not a designated work time, I don't need to be responding to messages or questions from my team. I have to wait until it's designated work time. And then I would just say too, again, coming from experience from both me and Jessica, communicate that with your family and your spouse. Okay, that is huge. So for me, when I started this business, once we put my kids to bed, that was like my husband and I time where we would hang out on the couch, watch our shows, connect. As I was working full time and really focusing on building this business, I had to tell him, babe, I love you, but I have big goals for I want this to take this to my business. I'm going to let you know when I put the kids to bed at night, I'm going to take an hour to work my business. So from 8:30 to 9:30, I'm going to work my business. Then I will shut it down and I'll come hang out with you an hour before we head to bed. But you have to let them know that. Otherwise, it can be very easy for family members to get resentful or like, you're always on your phone, versus, babe, I just got to get this one post up. Can you give me 5 minutes? Let me write it. Let me post it. And then I can give you my full undivided attention. Communication is huge. Okay. And then the last thing I want to remind you about this is remember why. Why are you building this business? If you haven't written it up on your mirror or it is not the screensaver of your phone, why are you doing this? That's what we had you do on the very first day, our very first training call. What's the vision? What do you see for this? Is it earning a few extra $100 a month to help supplement bills that you have? Is it stacking some savings for you to take your family to Disney? Is it eventually building a business that will give you options if you choose to maybe go part-time in your current career or full-time like Jessica and I have? What's the big vision? Hold it in front of you, look at it daily, and remind yourself, because there's going to be times Jessica and I would get up at 5 a.m., 4:45 a.m. and work our business together. And there were times my eyes were burning. I was so tired. I had twin boys who weren't sleeping through the night, and I did not want to wake up. But one of the mantras I told myself was, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Because I had the vision of what I was creating. I will tell you 5.5 years later, it was 100% worth it. It was worth me getting up earlier, even when my eyes were burning and I was not getting enough sleep. It was worth it for me to stay up after my kids went to bed and not watch my Bravo Housewives TV. It was worth it. But you have to keep that vision in the forefront of your mind, or it's very easy to be like, I'm not going to work my business today. And then you never build that momentum. Okay, so again, one of my favorite quotes from Tony Robbins is that if you talk about it, it's a dream. There's a lot of people that come in this business and have big dreams and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. That's great. Even if you spend time to envision it, awesome, that makes it possible. But unless you schedule it and you know exactly when you're going to sit down and do the work, it'll never happen. Okay? All right, moving right along.
Okay, so we have given you every tactical tool over the last 4 weeks-ish plus to be successful in your business. We've given you every spreadsheet that you need, all the tools, messages, what to say, but I promise you, if we have learned anything, both through our own success and the success or lack thereof of our team members as we've gone through this, there's always ebbs and flows in this business, but the one thing that does not change, if your mindset is not correct, and if your mindset is not a top priority to continue to grow daily, you're really gonna feel that pull and that heaviness and that doubt and that fear overcome you in this business. Mindset is absolutely everything. When I first started, I had never done anything called personal development. I had been to professional development for my career, but I had never done personal inside work. And to be honest, I thought it was buhaki. I thought it was silly. I did not have time for it because, again, I was busy when I started. I was running a health club, which means you're on the clock all the day long. 7 days a week, your job is you're working. And I had a baby. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and read. No, never. I still don't read that often. I do read some now, but like the actual art of reading a book puts me to sleep faster than anything else will. However, I learned to consume this content via podcast, via Audible. So while I'm doing something else, if I'm in the car, if I'm folding laundry, if I'm walking around the house cleaning, whatever the case might be, I'll listen to it. That works a lot better for me, and I can kind of get the content in better. But I will tell you, if you do not make mindset a priority, you will find yourself saying excuse after excuse after excuse. And mindset is a muscle. So just like your workouts, just like you take a shower every day, you have to practice this daily or it will not work, because you're going to find seasons that are hard. Hello, 2020. Has it not been one rolling hard season? It would be so much easier to just throw your hands up, gain the quarantine 15. You and every other person in America could have the same excuse. You could sit in your pity party circle and nobody would judge you. Or you could choose to make this time, or whatever season of life that you're going through, you could choose to take that and run with it, lean into it, and decide to get better. Instead of quarantine 15, I'm going to come out of this with the strongest business and the best freaking body and the best freaking attitude. But you have to make that decision and you have to work on it daily, because every day you're going to come up against excuses, whether it's, well, I set my alarm for 5, but the baby got up and so then I slept till 7 and I missed my workout and now I don't have time to work and so I'm just going to start again tomorrow. You can't do that. You've got to be willing to be flexible. You've got to be willing to pivot. You've got to be willing to say, you know what, my day didn't start off the way I wanted to, but I'm going to take 20 minutes. I'm going to get my brain back in gear. I'm going to listen to one of these podcasts. I'm going to listen to a national wake up call. And I promise you're going to feel a zillion times better. Even if it means get in the car, drive around the block for 20 minutes, listen to something that's going to fuel your brain and give you a better attitude, then restart your day. Because who cares? If you missed your 5 a.m. workout, you are going to have to stay up till 10 p.m. to get your workout done and get your work hour in. Be willing to pivot, be willing to be flexible, but do not be willing to give in to your excuses. So these are some of the books you see on the right-hand side that we recommend starting off with. We sent you in your Coach Welcome email, Rock Your Network Marketing Business by Sarah Robbins. She is a crush it woman in the world of network marketing. It's a super short book. Hopefully you've already read through it. If you haven't, take time to do that. Here are some other great starter books to help you just with mental confidence. I feel like when you first start, there's so much mental you have to get over. You know, it's so hard to put yourself out on social media. It's so hard to press send on those invite messages because you fear that rejection. And the first time that somebody tells you no, and if they haven't told you no yet, you haven't sent enough invites. The first time people tell you no, you take it personally. The first time somebody cancels, you take it personally and you're like, what did I do wrong? The first time you run a challenge group and people don't engage the way you thought they would engage, you take it personally. You've got to be building that thick skin and that mental strength to power through those moments, or you're going to give up in this business before you ever have the chance to succeed. So knowing this, success is inevitable for anyone who is willing to not quit. But in order to push through those roadblocks and to push through those tough times, because 5.5 years, we have had ups and downs and sides and plateaus and all the things. But the reason that we keep going is because we continue to plug into our personal development and we continue to think, okay, this is just a block. I'm going to get through this. Am I willing to give it up for the vision I have? Nope, I'm not. I'm going to stick through because I have a big vision and I work on my mental self just like I work on my just like I work on my physical fitness and just like I work on my nutrition. It's a daily workout. Here are some ideas for you. If you ever need help or you feel like you get stuck, please let us know. But I will tell you as your mentors, a month down the road, 2 months down the road, 3 months down the road, if you come to us and you say, I'm doing all the things and I'm really struggling, or I can't get people to say yes, the very first question we're going to ask you is, what are you doing for personal development? So make sure if you find yourself feeling that tug, first ask yourself, what am I doing for personal development? Am I diving in? Because that's going to be our first question for you as well.
All right. So just like Jessica just said, success is inevitable, but not immediate. And we live in a society where we have instant gratification. I mean, even the crock pot, which I thought was such a great invention, is now pushed over to the side because we have the Instant Pot, because we want things now, right? But this isn't one of those businesses where success just happens overnight. I wish it was, but I'm going to be very honest with you. It takes time. And I will tell you, time is going to pass anyways, but imagine if you committed to this, right? If you showed up every single day and you treated this business like a business, it will pay you like one. If you show up and you do it here and there and treat it like a hobby, that's totally fine too. It's your prerogative. At the end of the day, you define what success looks like to you. But if you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay you like one. Or if you decide right here, right now, I'm going to commit every single day, the compound effect will show up. The daily consistent behaviors, you have to know, if I continue to show up, I work my business, I do my power hour over time, those will add up and it will pay off. 100% believe it, have seen it. So I want to share that belief with you that it will work for you if you choose right now to be consistent. Last thing I want to tell you is do not give up before the miracle. Because I've seen so many people that I'm like, oh, I know they have so much potential. I know it. I see it. I feel it. And they quit, or it's just not going to work for me. It worked for them, but not for me. And they quit right before they hit the miracle. And often you don't know how close you are to hitting that miracle. So I will ask you this. Would you be willing to show up every single day, committing first and foremost to your own health and fitness journey every single day? Would you be willing to show up for your power hour every single day, 1 hour a day, which is like this much in the grand scheme of thing, for 6 months straight, and maybe you don't see any actual visible results yet, would you be willing to keep going for 6 months straight? Maybe you don't see results, but you're just going to keep believing. Are you able to do that without results, knowing it will pay off? I'm going to tell you right now, if you're not willing to show up every single day for 6 months straight, holding the faith and knowing without a shadow of doubt, I know this is working in my favor. I know every single thing I do every single day is adding up to my success in the future. You have to decide that right now. If you're like, no, you know what? I really don't think if I could do this for 6 months and not see results, I don't know if I would be able to sustain it. I will tell you right now, that's totally cool. No judgment, but come on board as a client and a customer. We would love to have you in our groups. We want to help you get results, but that's the mindset we want you to have for this business. Would you be willing to go 6 months straight solid? We tell you a year. Ultimately, we'd like you to see that, but I'm just telling you 6 months at the very minimum. I always say, I always laugh because Rachel yesterday celebrated her like 4-year anniversary of being a coach, of when she was like an active coach, not just a discount customer, but an active coach. And I always say, yay, you got your Beachbody degree, because I think it's so interesting that most of us will go to college and we will spend 4 years and we will get into sometimes student loan debt. That was me. And we will go with the hopes of maybe at the end of 4 years, I'll get a good paying job, right? That's totally normal. But most of us wouldn't be willing to commit to getting your Beachbody degree. I will tell you, if you would commit for 4 years, just like you did in college, you will blow yourself away at what's possible in that 2, 3, 4-year time frame. Okay. Last thing I want to tell you is comparison will slow you down. It is so hard to look at other people in the business and be like, dang, she started the same time I did and she's having so much faster success. We've all thought that. Or here's the kicker. Somebody starts after you started and they're having success at a faster rate. I have been there. I have seen. It is so hard not to get discouraged, but what I want you to tell you to do is keep those blinders on. Your journey is unique to yourself. Don't compare it to other people because it'll only discourage you. But plug into our team. I hope that it is evident that we will do everything in our power to help you be successful. We will give you every single resource. We are there to ask questions and encourage you and motivate you and support you. That's what makes our community special. But you got to stay connected. You got to meet us halfway. Join in our team calls. Every Sunday, 8:30 p.m., we have them for you. You are in our coach message pods. After this one, we'll move you to a different one. Stay plugged in. Plug into our team page where we share resources. If you have a question, post in there. One of you just asked about PCOS. I just posted in there. We're getting a ton of comments. We are here to help you succeed, but you got to stay plugged into our community and support, because I think that's what makes our team so special. And next, I want you to find a partner to run with. This business, a lot of it we do in our own time, at home, by ourselves. It can feel lonely if you allow it to be. But if you can find somebody who you can connect with, maybe you're in the same season of life, maybe you live near each other, maybe your work hours are very similar, get connected with them. Decide, we're going to do this together. I'm not going to let you fail and you're not going to let me fail. And decide right here, right now, no matter what, when one of us is having a bad day, I will be there to encourage you, and vice versa. And again, your success is inevitable. The only failure is quitting. Jessica and I have been in this business from the very beginning together, and there are seasons where one of us has been struggling, right? It just is, and it's going to change depending on what season of life you're in, and that's when the other person steps up and is there to pull them up. Come on, we got this. Let's go. Get your head in the right space. What are you doing for personal development? And then guess what? It flips, and then the next person has built momentum and their business is succeeding, and the other one is like, I feel stuck. But guess what? We have each other to pull each other up and stay connected. And that is what has helped us to really follow through and see that. I still can't believe we've been doing this for 5.5 years. I feel like it's gone by so fast, but having a partner to run with is huge. And we can go from there. Any questions on any of that? Let's see. Yeah, we're at Q&A time.
I just want to say real quick, I don't know if hi guys, ladies. The Rock Your Network Marketing Business is like a free read on Amazon on the Kindle. So if you download the Kindle app, it's a free read. So
Ooh,
just FYI.
I did not know that. That's good to know. Thank you for sharing that.
Welcome.
It is a really great book, and you could literally probably sit down and read it in an evening or 1 to 2 days. And it's a great book. It's the very first book I read as a new coach, and it's just like, oh, it made sense for me, kind of brought it all together. Any other questions? Oh, I have one for all of us. Has everyone
You're
gotten
not allowed to ask questions.
what? I'm not allowed to. You talked enough. Sit down. Is everyone on a team cup yet? I know that I need to create my team cup, but if you are not on a team cup, please let us know and we will get you set up with one. Don't stress about it. It's just a way to combine as a team, push each other to work our businesses collectively, and then you get to earn prizes. So it's no different than what we normally do every single month as a coach. It's just a great way to get connected to different coaches on the team in a smaller group and to earn prizes. And who doesn't like to earn prizes, right? I think one of them is a tank and Muscle Burns Fat Tank. I will do anything for a t-shirt. I think there's like a chair, and there's even if you like win your region, like customized Beachbody AirPods, which I want.
I want those.
In my life.
I want those.
So if you're not on
They
a
get
team
me those
yet, please let us know. Any other questions before we end today? Nope.
Okay, so just so you'll be in your same pod. So this is our last coach training call formally. We'll post a recording in there, of course, and then you will be in this new coach message drop pod through the 31st. Then you'll see us switch you out and you'll move to the pod that is appropriate for where you are in your business. So if you've not yet hit Success Club, you've not yet achieved Emerald, no sweat. You will go into the August new coach pod because we want you to be able to go through the fundamentals again until you really find your footing. Maybe you've already hit Success Club, you've already hit Emerald, you're ready for that next step, you'll move into our Emerald coach pods and you'll see that there. So don't worry about where you're going beyond this. We will be together. Your questions are please welcome. Keep pushing them through until the 31st if you have them, and then beyond that, we'll put you in the pod that makes the most sense for your business growth. And if you have questions about that, of course, reach out. But if not, have the most amazing day, and hopefully we'll see you tonight, Business Opportunity Call at 8:30 p.m. Don't hesitate to invite people to listen in on this chance. Don't feel like because you're a new coach, you need to like figure it out before you invite people, because you're going to be plugging them in to our August new coach mentorship. We will give them the same material that we just gave you in July. You can go through it with them and learn together. So don't hesitate to reach out to those people who you're like, I would love to do this with them. All right. Hope to see y'all tonight. Have a good one.